Child trafficking, or some call it child slavery, has been with us since the late 1980s. And then you will also understand that this was around the time when things were really difficult for all Ghanaians. There was poverty in the land, people migrated to Agege and came back with all kinds of problems. For some families, they thought they could solve their poverty problems by hanging or hiring out their children. Or sometimes, outright sale of such children.
Me go school na mama say me get no be nten nkran na me so me family me bag na me school attire na me books na me ne kwai nti ya kwai no na ya ko adablaka nti ya to asa na mama ofa odwa no so nti me ne mama no ya tena asa na me sense mama wa se okọ uniba na maybe sense nephew na wa see enduro into nkofo no mo mienu na ba ko family na ba ko so family na ya ko kro be fa o Germany na ya ko na me ka chance maybe sense da be na e boko school o se baby a school no na wa na on na ba no kra wo je school na me sense into me se ni akọ school o se me nko school bia into na sent me dwane fi o nchen no mo se mo ka family bia.
Traditionally, we have had child fostering. Oh, perhaps my brother or my sister has no children, and then she's advanced in age, and then she says, oh, give me Mary to stay with. So Mary will be running errands for you. Mary will see her as her mother and all that. That is our tradition.
Nkora nkasa wo mami na onye emi na onye sisters na yin na ya dwo ya ba kono no nkora no koyeji o msi o mko bon kaka wo edwuma yem ntene emu saka yem na no nti ntu nkasa wo mama onye wonko
Wo so na pa mo ba conscious na sa mo ba bada kakra sa frama no ambo na mo asen akobia nsu to kra na wo na mu conscious awo mu kra na wo na mu conscious yo ma wo kwa akwacho don ana sa wo kwa akwato don
ya todo pe ya twa kakra ai se akukọ su ni atoro ni yatwe nte twa ni yi nam ni yafi nte yi fi ma ni ya be fi nte be fa ni asese gu pan ni ya be fi ni atwetwo nsa ni yo de ku jija
Utensi no na waka kesinsu asina wi don so wuti anyala ka bon se dado afo no omo so moto na se dado na ka bon so mo etwa so omo twa so bon se we dado na akadua no nti se wo so wonim na wo kwa ka yi don no na se tiro pe anhwa wo be wo
so ya de se anya na wo pa mo chewa se omo ye nti awansa anya mistake na ma fa be wempo te kende mpo ama na mla bon 5 na mla sho
nkora no mo yesa o ko nsu ade o kai bon so ma nya fa sara tabur po no bi ni trapai o bara nsa akora no bibi ye no so wo pe no wo ma bumi ni ba no ma kaze akora no yesa na mo ye na akora no wewu na ayem sa akora no o ka fa bo nsu ade na wewu o mo boa.
Children like this, first and foremost, may think they are not loved. If my mother loves me, she wouldn't, or my father loves me, or I'm wanted, they wouldn't have sent me away. It takes about at least 3 months for them to gain their normal psychological health. If they don't, research has shown that such people or such children, when they grow up, apart from dissociative disorder. They exhibit different behaviors at different times. And they may not even know that they are doing it, or they may deny it. So we call dissociative disorder. And some may have full-blown schizophrenia, which we call madness.
There are a number of things that are going through the minds of these children, and it depends on the experiences of the children. It has to do with the actual abuse, like somebody kicking the child. They always have flashes of being hit with paddle. They have flashes of being forced to dive under the lake to remove trapped nets. They have flashes of being emotionally abused. All those are flashes that will come.
I don't know when to say on briefing. Saturday and Tencolano, you say, we be a school, we be a school. Them say, yes, I'm Colano more. I'm saying, Befina, mean I'm Moko school.
If you look at me as a person, we are looking at the survival of the fittest. So out of so many children who were with me when I was working on that lake, probably only me or a couple of others who were able to be resilient enough to be able to go to school. Even that, probably I'm the only person who went beyond JHS. Many or almost all of them never made it. It was because they could not overcome the trauma. But for me, I think that I had that resilience to be able to withstand it.
When we rescue them, we don't send them to their house straight away, because we know that there are certain challenges we have to solve before they go home. So we tell you, Kofi Mensah, because of this and that, then that, you will be admitted in, let's say, class 5 or class this, based on a performance that will show up in the school. Probably you can be jammed. So we encourage them to give up their best because of where they are coming from, to be at par with their friends or even higher than them. Those who will not be going to school, we know from the onset that you will be going to apprenticeship. So we need to decide what kind of apprenticeship that you want to be in. Somebody will opt for carpentry, somebody will opt for auto mechanic, but we, as I've been saying, we look at the best interest of the child. So we decide that with the child and the parent and know which occupation that the child will be best placed in.
From my perspective, the NGO taking them through 3 months of debriefing and then taking them back into the community in the name of integration, for me, is not too neat. It's not too right. I would have done it differently. And how will I do it? Amina, you've been brought back home. This is your home. These are your parents. But we will take you to another congenial environment, different environment, where people hardly know you. Send you to school, and ask your parents to visit you on and off. That way, he will grow up and go through education very gradually. And because nobody knows him, he goes through the process without people reminding him of what he has gone through. That way, he will easily ease into his old society when he advances in age.
I believe that parents should apologize to the children and explain to them the circumstances under which they were sent away. If through ignorance you give away your child, or because, I just don't understand why a parent thinks that a child of 4, 5, 6 can take care of him. Because what happens is that sometimes when they get money, they send some of the monies home. So why should the child take care of a parent, a grown woman?
It is up to the parent to start afresh. But as to whether he is going to trust the mother again or the father again will depend on how they react towards him subsequently. Otherwise, the mistrust will be so ingrained in his memory that forever he will live with it and grow up to hate the mother or the father. Yes, I've seen children who grew up to take cutlass and chase their parents.
They should also try to understand their behavior, listen to the child, open up to them, let the child open up. When not say that, you are a child, you forget it or you outgrow it. We don't outgrow psychological trauma.
ne ma me no so ya penia ana o ya berewa ne so obehwe no pa nti yin sa kwale bia ko yegibio.
We need proper monitoring system at the receiving end. This man, this is the child. He came with the child. What is the child doing now? The child should be in school. Why is he here? These are the questions we must be asking. Of course, if the child is 18 or 19 years old, he's an adult. He can go. But somebody under 18, no, the system must stop the child.
Abba, Aden. And you want my battle, no. Okay, I just said,
so we create a very strong marine police to be policing the place. If a child must go to school and the little boy is found on the boat, immediately we arrest the boat owner and the person. You see, I don't know. If we begin to do this, oh, clearly, that's it. That's it, it will stop.
Nana benya, oyineba, neno yibi, oyineba, nana yesu, oyineba, chena makaun, oyineba, dokona kaun, oyineba, atafu nelo shishe bibi oyenwo, osidenti rakayo, oyae, oyae, atafu nelo shishe bibi oyenwo, wami kuma yibi amoye, nasu yeblo. Wami Murio, if I don't pay now, I am Bobansan, Yejimuan, Dabaraba, Yejimuan,